Hello, people. uDemand is a real-time, collaborative learning platform for software development. It produces professionals that are self-sufficient and have the willpower to compete on global business networks. Here in this video, we will discuss about Okta. Okta integrates with an organization's existing IAM infrastructure and provides a centralized control point for safe access to apps, files, and resources. In addition, the platform offers a comprehensive set of tools and rules for secure identity management, two-factor authentication, and access control. You've come to the right location to get knowledge about Okta. Get the whole idea by watching all of the available videos. Following are the topics covered in this video series. Overview on other customizations. Security. Authenticators. 3 roles in SAML. In order to learn more about emerging technologies, kindly give the channel a like, share and subscribe to it. Contact us for more details at sales@uDemand.org. Let's get started.
Okay, now these are the customization ones that generally like once set you don't use it often any editing one. One time you set it up, that's it. Then you will never go to this menu called customization until unless some major change is required, because generally this is being used by people every day. And nobody would like to make frequent changes on this kind of thing when users are using it on day-to-day basis. Okay, now this one is very important inside the others, customization others, because a lot of options are there. I will go one by one. This is a bit important. One is about user account. By default, it will be personal information managed in Okta. Password is managed in Okta. Okay. Here, if you go and edit, you can choose if personal information you want to get it managed by Okta. Here you can put it, so users will know who manages the personal information. But we should keep it as Okta only. Never change it if it's until unless you are not directed to do so. Then second is password.
Never change it.
Password, yeah. This is if you are using AD, then you can put a custom message here like, okay, your password is being managed by AD. Please do that. But generally that won't come because we have password, delegated authentication that I will show you. So through that, like if you change password in Okta, it will be changed in AD as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So never edit this too. Then if you have any, organizational level, if you have any requirement to change the languages, then you can change it. But again, this should not be changed. Otherwise, you will be like, people will not be happy. But keep it always in English.
Okay.
Until unless your entire company is, let's say, in a European region and everybody is familiar and fine with this one, then it's different thing. But I will tell you that if user wants in a different language, here they will be able to change their language. Let's try. I'm a little bit familiar with Sanka.
Okay.
So now when I will be on the home page, you will be able to see this is Finnish language.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So if out of 10, like 1,000 people, if 5 to 10 people says, hey, I want to, change my language, then create one time this, what you say, kind of article, how you can do that. And
Okay.
that's it. They can change it.
Okay.
Because if you are in US, many people will, like maybe they want in Spanish. So yeah, you can, here Espanol will be there. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
you can do that.
Okay.
But entire organization never change it. Keep it in English only, because that will be easy for the customer support engineer of Okta as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Then sign in page. Here, if you want to put anything label, you can change those labels. Password info tip, you can put it that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, here you can put help URL and all stuff. So now,
What's the
sorry,
what was the setting? What setting are you under again, or other customizations? Okay, never mind.
customization others.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so
Gotcha. Okay.
that way you can put it if it's required,
Gotcha.
and you can put other links as well.
Okay.
And where we were, yeah. Optional user account field if you want to put it, but leave it as it is. Don't enable this one.
Gotcha.
This is one is improve one. This is one is important. Okta user communication. Okay.
Okay.
So if you select this checkbox, Okta will not send any messages to your users inside the org.
Okay.
So
That'd
if
be
they
good.
sorry?
I said, no, that's good to know.
It's good to know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What will happen? Sometimes they will, they will be doing some big event or some marketing stuff. So they occasionally may send it to the end users directly because they will have email addresses. But if you do this checkbox, then they will not be able to send it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And this is important, deprovisioning workflow. I told you about scheme, right? SCIM version.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you enable this one, then it will automatically generate task here when users are unassigned or users are deactivated.
Oh, okay. So when enabled, okay,
Yeah.
so the deprovision will automatically generate tasks and emails
At
and
least tasks
applications.
will be generated. Here you will be able to see that, okay, you need to do something if it is not done.
Oh, okay.
And one more thing, JIT provisioning.
So that deprovisioning is like if it needs to be deprovisioned from like
yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And this is JIT provisioning. Okay. If you have Okta as a source, Active Directory as a source, and if you enable this one, then when user will first time signs in into Okta, their credentials will be, their account will be created.
Ah, okay.
So this is also keep it as enabled.
So if we're using so if Okta is being used for, I don't know, if it's being used for Workday or Active Directory.
Yeah, Active Directory, yes.
Okay. And so when a user sign into their computer, thank you, man. When a user sign into a computer, it'll automatically create their AD account. I mean,
it will create Okta account.
It'll
If
create
you log
Okta
in
account once
into through this one, let's say AD you have account, but Okta you don't have. If JIT is there, just in time provisioning, what it does is when you sign in, it will take the details and create the account.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is browser plugin. Okay, have you seen this plugin or no?
Oh yes, I've seen it. I think I actually have it on mine.
Okay, so it is setting related to that. It should be enabled for everyone.
Gotcha.
And if they are using another Okta org, it will warn.
Okay, sounds good.
Then this setting comes, which is very important. You should never enable this one.
Okay, never enable it. Okay, why not?
Because here they will see enabling this setting can make your Okta org susceptible to clickjacking attack. Instead, configuring trusted origin to securely enable Okta resource in an iPhone.
Gotcha. Okay.
So here they are giving a warning like this kind of attacks can happen. So that's why I never enable it.
Okay, gotcha.
Then this is re-authentication setting. You saw, right? I was like, able to edit the language and all. So till what time I should be, signed in to change my setting? Either 5 or 15. Keep it the minimum.
Gotcha.
Here is the display options. The logo URL, home footer enabled, onboarding screen enabled. Home footer enabled means it will show powered by Okta. If you disable it, that is okay. What
Gotcha.
will happen? Here still it is there, maybe due to the this one. My one is not the paid one, so that is the reason maybe it is not removing this footer. Yeah, otherwise you can remove it, but anyway, if you keep it, then also it's fine. This is the loading animation if you want to disable it. When you are signing into Okta, there is one animation is there, like this one. Okay, no, it didn't show. There is one, if there is Okta is loading something, so it will show you some animation. If you want to disable that, then you can use this one.
Gotcha. Okay.
And these are for application access error pages. Like whenever user will get an error, either you can have default page or you can use the custom page. But the recommendation is use the default page, then only you will be able to troubleshoot when user will be having some problem.
Gotcha.
Recently used app, users will be able to see their recently app. Please also keep it enabled. So I guess nothing major in this one apart from this personal information and stuff and the language one. Now let's move to applications. Have you integrated the apps?
Yes.
Okay. Any OpenID app or no? Only SAML?
Only SAML. I haven't did OpenID.
Okay, no issues. So I will just show you. If you click on OpenID, then there will be 3 options: web app, single page app, or native app, like mobile.
So what does OpenID mean? Like, what does it stand for?
Sorry?
What does OpenID mean? What does it stand for?
OpenID is is basically OpenID Connect protocol, which is built on top of OAuth.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe not this one. Yes. This one you should be reading. Basically, have you ever signed in any other apps via Google?
Yeah. Like I can log into another app with my Google ID.
Okay. So when, for example, this is where we are going to log in. Here you see, right? Continue with Google or continue with Apple.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's
is
OpenID.
Yeah, this is OpenID, basically, in a layman.
Gotcha.
So what will happen when you go to this one? Okay. So you will authenticate with Okta. Google.
Right.
Okay. After you authenticate with Google, Notion will ask Google, hey, can I get following from you? First name, last name, email address, age, and city. Google will say, okay, ask the person who has the account. So what will happen? It will prompt you. Google will prompt you. Hey, Notion is asking for this details. Shall I give it? You say yes. So Google will pass it to Notion, and you will be logged in into Notion.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, this is very basic layman term. It's a very deep than what you think, but this is how OIDC works.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that like one will be resource owner and one will be service provider. So
gotcha.
Okta in this case is a resource owner. So whatever app you will create, okay, based on the tokens, it will get the certain details from Okta. Let's say user's name, employee ID, email, department, and all the stuff. And based on that, they will do certain stuff in the application.
Okay.
Okay. So, and OIDC is mostly used in this mobile apps and single page apps.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when you are integrating as an Okta admin, you have to ask developer what type of application you have. Maybe you can send this screenshot also. Web application, single page or native. So they will immediately tell, okay, single page or web. Based on that, you will be able to go to next. And here anyway, simple, you can put any name that they tell. Logo, you have to put it yourself, otherwise it will come like this. Then the grant type that you will have to ask. Here, if you go, a detailed documentation is there. What type of grant are there? It's a bit, clumsy.
Okay,
so if you don't know, at least check everything. If you completely don't know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Here you will have to put sign in redirect URL. That will be given by developer. Sign out URL DRI optional. That also will be given by developer. If they want to put any trusted origin, then they will provide you. Put it here. Assignment, they are asking it, but you can skip it. Save. This is created. Here, client authentication either via client secret or public key private key. Generally, do it client secret only. Then what will happen? You have to give developer this client ID and this secret separately. And then they will configure it in their own application.
Okay.
And if you choose this public key private key, then you will have to save public key in Okta, and you will have to add the keys, private key and public key. But this is kind of, I have not done so far, and I will not recommend you to do also.
So
stick with this client ID secret.
Okay, so when I'm working with the developer will use more than likely be working within the organization with us, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be internal developers only most of the time. And if they require, you can click on this TKCE as additional verification, but if only developer asks. Because this is kind of, a separate long topic, and it is morely kind of, if you have a live app that to integrate, then it is better to, showcase you. But generally in OIDC side, our role is bit limited. And but yeah, if troubleshooting needs to be done, we will have to do that. You can put some user content and stuff for their app. And here is the important thing that I will show you. Login initiated by. So if it is app only, then what will happen? You will not see it in Okta dashboard. This app you will not see here. But
I see. Okay.
If you put either Okta or app, then select this one and save, it will not allow, because you will have to put something.
I see. We have to put the URL. Okay.
Yes. Then only it will allow. Then you assign, okay, somebody. Then only user will see here.
Gotcha. Okay.
But sometimes what happens, that developer does not ask to do this, because sometimes they are just doing some internal functionality. So it depends on developer how they want.
Okay.
And here you can put, like, you can ask them whether you want to send ID token directly to app, or you just want OIDC compliant. Probably keep this one only, login. So don't go in this one, because it will be more, problematic.
Gotcha.
And here is here you will see sign on option. The token credentials rotation is always should be automatic. They will need this audience, maybe you will have to give it, and they will need issuer. This is important one.
Okay, the developer will need this.
Yes.
Okay.
So generally I would suggest to put Okta URL as a developer.
Gotcha.
Okay. By default, http www.yourdomain.okta.com.
Okay.
Here you can put claims, group claims and all. So here it will show issuer is Okta URL.
Okay.
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 And Okta API scope, if they want something else, then you can grant it from here.
Gotcha.
So, but that only if it is ours.
Okay.
Otherwise, don't touch it.
Okay.
So this was pretty much application. And one more last thing, I will take it if you have time, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about self-service?
A little bit. You enlighten me, please.
Yeah. So there is one thing called self-service. For an example, you have application. Let's say this SpaceX application you have. Okay. Now you want it like, you don't want, like each time people go to service desk or to you and ask for approver, you check with someone else whether we should approve it or not. So what you can do is you can enable self-service. Maybe let me remove it. Okay. Now,
Yeah, I'm good.
sorry.
Please.
Yeah. Here you will see self-service.
Okay.
Edit. Allow users to request app. Yes. You want any description? No contractors. Approval. First approval is this guy. Second, you can put whatever it is.
Okay.
It should be approved in 1 week. If request expires, send email to requester and approver. Save. Now,
Okay. And that is set on the group itself.
now
Or under assignments.
first you will have to, click on this one. Then only you will be able to do it for each app. Allow users to add org managed app and all the stuff. Now,
Okay.
for an end user, what will happen? You see here?
Oh, I see.
Please approve. Once I request this, the approver will have task here. Let's say I keep myself as approver, which is not ideal scenario, but okay.
Oh, that's something
Now,
new. I didn't know that.
approve. Okay. Here approver will have button called task. Okay.
Gotcha.
If I press OK and approve, user will be, directly assigned to that particular app. It varies on app to app. So, but yes.
Gotcha. Okay, that's something I didn't know. That's definitely something new.
Yeah. So what you can do is, as a, to make the customers and users happy, few apps that are, frequently requested to service desk, just make a list, like let's say these 5 apps, they are like being requested lot of time. So configure this self-service ones, configure the approvers, That's it. Everybody should request it from Okta, approve in Okta. They are automatically assigned. Case closed.
Okay. And I have to set, and I set all of that up on the self-service. I set all that up first.
Sorry?
So I'm setting it up under self-service when I want to do it for the app, or I'm going under applications and click self-service and I set it up.
You should be doing it for each and every application.
I got you. Okay.
It is not like generic. You will have to go to each and every application, and then you will have to select here and enable it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And first you will have to enable it from here. If you enable this option, allow users to add or manage apps, then only you will be able to add each and every app.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I got you.